everyone, and welcome back. So in this video, I wanted to take you through what it's like for us to prepare to go on a road trip. And this process is pretty similar when we go on any kind of trip. And of course, with Daniel being on dialysis, it takes more effort. There's things that we have to bring with us so that he can do his dialysis on the road and to in our destination. I hope that you enjoy this video of me getting the house ready, but also packing and what it's like to prepare for a trip, maybe doing things that others would be too afraid of doing dialysis, and hopefully we can inspire other people who are dealing with disabilities to travel, to step outside of their comfort zone, and to enjoy life. Enjoy! Guys, so today is actually Monday, and sorry, I'm gonna have to whisper just a little bit because Daniel's still sleeping. But we are gonna continue getting ready for this trip. And so on Saturday, today's Monday, I actually cleaned the house. Like, we got home from dinner with our family for Daniel's aunt's birthday, and then literally I got home and it was like 10 p.m. and I literally swept and mopped the entire house, dusted the house, like the main living area. So all that's left to clean is our bedroom. I'm watching Zuzu over there. Zuzu. And literally our bedroom is the only thing that's left, but our room is a hot mess, and I do want to get that clean before we take off and just leave the house feeling really clean, because my sister is going to be watching this little bugger, Zeus, our dog, while we are gone. So we are officially going on the trip to Georgia. We're going to be leaving Wednesday. I think we might be driving through the night on Wednesday, together by Thursday, which is Thanksgiving Thursday. And then I want to have as much time as possible in Georgia. So Daniel is still trying to figure out if the safest thing is to drive through the night or to just leave at 3 in the morning and get there around noontime on Thanksgiving. So that is a kind of thing that we're trying to figure out right now. But to make our lives easier, whenever we go on a trip, I literally start packing 2-3 days before we leave. Sometimes the week of the trip, if it's a big one, I am already packing. So yeah, I take packing pretty seriously because I'm afraid of leaving anything. And I'm packing clothes right now. We're not even talking about medical stuff yet. But I have all of our coats set out here. For us Floridians, for some reason, it is so hard for me to figure out what jackets to take with us, because we don't really know how to dress for 40-degree, 30-degree weather. So Daniel has this one that he got at Walmart a few years ago. It's a little bit big on him, but it's good, right? Because he can layer underneath, and yeah, it's like it's puffy in the inside, so he might take that one. And then this one I actually bought for him to wear when we went on the New York trip, and he looks so cute, and it's a little bit thicker, so he might be taking this one, but it's really cute. And it's of course very puffy, so I really like this one, and it's wind resistant and like water resistant. So hello. And so I'm actually thinking of him taking this one. I'm going to be taking a shacket, and then I have this black puffy jacket. I think I'm going to take this one. This one's like so extra, but I don't know. I feel like because we just are never in cold weather, and it's funny because we've gone on trips with cold weather before, and I still feel like I never know what to pack. I know for sure I'm taking the sweatshirt because I live in it, and I'm going to take leggings and some hiking boots that I have, if they're comfortable, because I know we might do some hiking. And that's another thing. I really have to prepare and see if I can find some accessible hiking trails so that we can test those out with Daniel in the scooter, because he cannot walk like a long distance like that. So that's going to be really fun. So that's another thing I am going to try to prepare beforehand or when we get there. I'm planning on using the All Trails app. So the last couple of times that we have traveled with a dialysis machine. Like, we went to Georgia or to North Carolina last December, about a year ago, and we actually took the machine with us. So we've been traveling with the dialysis machine for the last year, but Daniel has actually changed or switched over to doing manual dialysis just because of the dehydration issues that he was having. So things are gonna look a little bit different this time around. We're probably just going to be doing manual dialysis for him over there. So with that being said, we used to carry the machine in this small carry-on luggage, but now we're not doing that. So we're gonna take boxes, and we're going to take like the box of the supplies, instead of like what I used to do is that I would actually put the machine in here, and there's these cassettes that you have to use for the machine, and those will, you would usually go here and I would put them around the machine to keep the machine like stable in one spot and not have it slide around because it's not big enough, because the machine was actually small enough that it would slide around in that carry-on bag. So now things are going to look a little bit different, and I'm actually even considering not bringing this carry-on bag at all. We're only going for 4 days. We don't need that many clothes. I am a huge overpacker, and literally my goal has been in every single trip to bring less and less things, which no matter how much stuff I purge, they always get way too filled up. But I think at this point in time, my overall goal is that I'm only gonna bring this large kind of check-in size bag. And my goal is to not have to bring this little one. All right, so I did want to take the opportunity to show you guys what the dialysis bags look like. They look like this, and he needs, I think, 3 of them for every single day. So, and this is for manual dialysis. So I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, but the tubing comes with the bag, and it also comes with another bag where he's gonna empty out to drain it from his belly. And if you have questions about how Daniel does dialysis, I have some videos where I kind of show you what it looks like, so I'll try to link those down below, but there's tons of them in our channel, so check them out. But this is what they look like. So we're gonna have to bring a ton of these with us. I think Daniel has enough. If not, we're gonna have to reach out to the dialysis center to get him some more manuals, because most of the bags that we have, and again, I've also showed you our garage in one of our videos, which is just stacked full of boxes. They literally bring a pallet in every single month. So anyways, we have tons of bags, but I don't think that they're not all manual. I know that. So we might have to get some more from the dialysis center. Another good thing about doing dialysis manually is that Daniel gets to sleep better at night. Ever since he's lost all this weight, I don't know, the machine just keeps waking him up because it's not pulling fluid like it thinks. So Daniel has gone back and forth, try to reprogram with the dialysis nurse to see what settings can be changed in the machine so that he can actually get a good night's rest. So hopefully they will get that figured out. But in the meantime, I think just for the sake of this trip, for the sake of simplicity, we're gonna do it manually. And if you again have questions about that, basically that means that instead of Daniel going to sleep and the machine cycling and doing everything for him, he's gonna have to hang this machine or hang these bags like on an IV pole that we have and put the fluid into his belly and drain it, like do everything himself. But again, that sounds like more work, but we have found that it actually works better because we can control it better around our schedule. Like he can do 1 bag of dialysis in the morning, do 2, you know, before we go to bed. You know, like we can really control our time a little bit better, a little bit more tight when we're on a trip. And not to mention, again, he sleeps better. So yeah, let me show you our dialysis supplies here. All right, I'll talk you through what we're bringing if you're curious. So Daniel has a dialysis catheter in his belly, so it comes out of his belly. And so he has to put caps on it. He closes it and then he puts a cap on it, and he has to change out the cap every single time. And I'm sorry if you hear like little feet and nails because I have Cutie Pie over here. Oh Lord. I have this guy over here wanting all the attention. I know. I think you can tell something's happening when you see all these bags. So I just sent the dog to his room because I don't like to touch him and have him anywhere near Daniel's dialysis supplies. So we get all of Daniel's supplies in boxes, of course, and then I just divvy them out into like cute boxes because it just makes our bedroom seem less like a hospital room. I don't like that feeling. So take that as you will. But he has a cap he has caps that he has to use. So he has 2 different caps. He has that dialysis catheter that comes out of his belly. And so he does have to put caps on that every time that he removes a cap. He has to put a brand new one on. And the reason for that is that has to stay very clean as possible. Like one of the caps that he uses they come like this in a smaller package. And then there's another one that he uses that comes in a bigger package. So the small ones go directly on his catheter, and the big ones, they go directly on the tubing. So again, it's just to keep everything super clean, and he has to use a new one each time that he does the dialysis process. And those are called cycles. Like he has cycles that he has to do. He has to use like brand new caps each time. So we do have to bring quite a few of those, especially if we are planning on doing manual dialysis. So I am going to I used to put these in like gallon Ziploc bags. I'm not doing that this time. We have traveled with dialysis. This is going to be like our 4th time, our 3rd time. Yes, because we went to Georgia. We went to like North Carolina, Georgia trip. Then we did New York. Then we did one time when we went to, so I'm gonna say this is our 4th trip that we've taken while Daniel is on peritoneal dialysis, but we have taken, I believe, 2 other trips where he was on hemodialysis. So we've traveled with both dialysis, and so far we like this 10 times better. Yes, it's more work for us in the sense that we have to do more. We have to bring a bunch of more supplies with us, but we are obsessed with having control over our own time when it comes to this. So anyways, caps. So my goal is to put everything in this big pocket and little pocket if I have to. And so we don't have to bring in a separate bag that is just dialysis stuff. The next things that he has to bring with him are these solutions, and I know somewhere, I just don't know why it's not in here, but somewhere we have a travel size of one of these, but if not, we'll just go ahead and take the full sizes. I can't fully pack these right now, so I'm gonna leave them just next to the luggage so that he can use them and put them back. That's one thing I do whenever we pack. Like sometimes I will pack my makeup the day before, but I still need it to get ready to leave for the trip. So I will just leave the makeup sitting on this table, like this is our dining room table, and it's gonna be full of stuff for the next 3 days while we get ready to go on this trip here. So I usually will just, if it's stuff that I still need to use, like a toothbrush and stuff like that, I'll just set it here on the table. Once I use it, put it back, because I am very prone to forgetting. So I'm just gonna leave these right here. But one of these is to clean Daniel's catheter, and the other one is to clean his insertion site where the catheter is inserted in his skin. So that's what that's for. And going along with those, Daniel actually has to use, which looking at this now, I'm actually realizing we're very low on gauze. Oh, very, very low, actually. See, I also like to do this because that way we can, and do it ahead of time, I mean, because that way we can both figure out what we're running low on and what we might need to ask the dialysis center for. But these are 4x4 gauze sponges. He uses that to clean the catheter. He uses it to cover the catheter and sometimes put tape around it, or sometimes he will use these, which we're also running low on. These are 4x4 dressings. They're called island dressings, so it's almost like a little gauze, and then it has tape around it. So he can also use these to dress the wound, or just put a piece of gauze and put tape around it, but this is just 10 times more convenient. So he's actually running pretty low on these. He only has like half a box, so we've got to get these from the dialysis center, and the dialysis nurse provides all of that.
I am filling out my medications for the week. One thing that has happened recently is that after the surgery, the bariatric surgery, they've been adjusting a lot of my medications. So, you know, I went maybe from like 7 or 8 pills first thing in the morning, you know, I'm down to like 4. So it's shifted a bit, but that's just what happens when you're dealing with chronic kidney failure and procedures. So I'm filling out my meds for the week, and we're gonna have some extra. Carla and I are leaving, but we're gonna take the whole week because you never know what we're gonna need. So we'll take the whole week already full and ready to go, and yeah, just going through that. I got a lot of extra meds for now, but you know, never know when you're gonna need that. And if anything, you could always turn them back into the pharmacy. But we probably won't. It maybe happen after like a year or two. So we'll see.
And
how was practice? Sorry.
it was good. It was good. I just got back from worship practice at church. Daniel is not playing because of the chest catheter. He says it's too painful, so he hasn't been playing, and the energy, it just takes too much energy out of him in this current season of life. So he hasn't been able to play drums in a hot minute, and he's kind of sad about that. And I am too, because I like it when we do worship together. It's fun. My goodness. This dog is harassing me right now. So I come home to Daniel doing his meds, and I'm actually going to start packing because we leave tomorrow. You left me hanging.
Zeus. Oh, tomorrow.
That's why Daniel is doing his meds. I need to start packing because tomorrow our plan is Daniel is actually going to speak at church tomorrow because it's like a testimony service or something like that. So I am going to play piano tomorrow. So we weren't planning on being at church tomorrow, and then now we are planning on being at church tomorrow. And I'm happy about that because we won't be there for the rest of the week because we're leaving on our trip. So I am definitely going to have to pack tonight. Right now it is 9:41 p.m. I just got back from church. So tomorrow I work 8 to 4, and then after that is getting ready and going to church. Because I have to be at church at 6:40. Back home from church. It is currently 10:51 p.m. Our goal was to sleep a few hours, get up at 2 in the morning, and take off. But we decided that we are full of energy, and it's not worth it to put our PJs on and go to sleep. Like, we're not going to sleep because we're so focused on getting this done. So we are packing all of Daniel's dialysis supplies, and we're gonna take off now. Our goal is to be out of here in the next 10-20 minutes. So let's get this done. Alright, not gonna lie, we left the house in quite the disarray, but we're rushing out. It is 11:29, so we're running behind schedule because I decided to take a shower. But it is what it is, and then my sister's gonna come and watch her dog, so let's head out.
My laptop. Scooter, charger, and battery.
I already have it.
Okay.
It's inside the car.
Okay.
Guys, so our garage light isn't working, so Daniel is having to use one of our lanterns from the hurricane. So it's made packing all of this, which I don't even know if you can even see it, quite stressful. I'm pretty sure you can't even see in there.
Alright, sorry, I need a hand.
And I'm gonna take a lantern with us too, just in case.
Okay.
Put it in the back there.
And you said you put the other battery, right?
Yeah, is there a battery in here?
Oh yeah, inside.
No. This car looks crazy with all the stuff we threw in here, but I'm just double checking that we do have a scooter battery. All right, I am doing one last sweep of the house and everything looks good. All the doors are locked. Suzu Bear sleeping in his room, and we are good to go. All right, y'all, so the plan is for me to drive the first few hours because Daniel's really tired since he just actually preached at church today. And he had to do it sitting down. I didn't get any footage of that, unfortunately, because I was playing piano the whole time, kind of like background music. But it was really awesome, really good service. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. We are going to vlog the entire trip, what it's like traveling with dialysis, traveling as someone struggling with disability, and we're gonna vlog the whole thing, so go ahead and stay tuned for that video coming up probably right after this one. But thank you so much for watching how we prepare for travel with dialysis, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.